little Spiderman for a little 30 minutes or so. See what's going on. Going live, mobile style. Where is I at? He's live. Let me know if you're in the chat and if you can hear me. Let's get that mobile audience going. Mobile audience activate. I hear myself over here. Don't want to get no echo. Gotta get in where you fit in, you know. Gotta go live when you can. Again, working with a ballpoint pen here, just doing a little Spider-Man sketch. Of course, at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll be over on the studio with the Dawn Brawl stuff. We'll be drawing Omega Mission characters. Oh la la, Omega Mission. What's up, Sheldon Martin? I'm on a break at work. Cool, Spidey. Thank you, sir. Muchas gracias. I do have a tab open for your channel, Sheldon, and it's on the list to watch a couple of your videos, give you some comments and likes and interactions. And when I do, please reply with something beautiful. Say thank you or something, and it'll increase your engagement over there on the YouTubers and activate your the algorithm. So hopefully it'll get shown to more people. Always make sure you interact with your comments to get YouTube engaged and activated. Even if you reply, just thank you or just say something. Hopefully something nice for anyone who comments on your videos. Even if it's a bad comment, just say thank you. Even if it's a hate comment and they hate your guts, just say thank you for hating my guts. Muchos apreciados. Yeah, man, absolutely. Sheldon Martin says, cool, thanks. So, anyways, from time to time, I will go in and do a love bombing. Not literally, but I'll go in and I'll check out other people's YouTube channels and comment on their shorts and their videos and likes and all that. And you know what? Oftentimes, I don't get nothing. No replies, no interaction, and I'm just like, man, you're missing out on an opportunity from your homeboy omerglitch to activate your YouTube algorithm. Like John, for example, I've gone through all his shorts and I said nothing but nice things, and that dude don't reply to jack squat. Same thing with Doug Bacon. I love bombed the hell out of those two guys, and I got nothing. They don't interact with my comments. They don't want the algorithm to notice them. I don't know what's wrong with these guys. I'm like, hello, bro. We're supposed to be bros. And you know what? They don't do that for me. Nope. They just jelly. Jelly as hell. I'm kidding. I don't know. They don't pay attention, I guess. They don't know how to YouTube right. Losers. Of course, I'm just giving them a hard time. Just razzing them. Don't want them to activate their armies against me. My homies. My supposed friends. This is a good drawing. Thank you, Keegan Henrik. Muchos appreciated your beautiful comments. Thank you, everybody out in the chat commenting, saying beautiful things. So this is I just practice with the ballpoint pen, just sketching. And sometimes it's fun, but it does take a long time if you try to bring it to like a finished drawing kind of thing. Because ballpoint pen, for some reason, at least for me, I feel like I have to really drag it on the paper to get the nice thick lines going and give it that line weight. And I can't do like what Jack Kirby does, or what's his name, Kim Jong-gi. Like, I can't just start on one area and just draw free-nilly. I gotta build my figures, my surroundings. I gotta construct it, because I am not that visually talented. I don't have a photographic memory. I wish I did. But I can draw. I can build. I can work it out. I can bring sexy back. Hell yeah. So you can see how I go back over and over the line to build up the line weight there like that. Although I am pretty good at consistently drawing in and on the line to feather it into each other, whereas opposed to like some people they'll do this stuff where they'll do like sketchy like this kind of thing, and yeah, you don't want that because you're gonna get inconsistent line weight. So you want to try to stay on the line and over the line to keep extending, especially if you're using like a ballpoint pen. Whereas like a felt tip pen or a pigment or a micron or like a Faber-Castell, you can continue the line right and it stays consistent. But ballpoint pen, you get little jitters, so you have to go over it, and you got to stay on the line so that it looks nice and consistent. And then as you thicken one area to the other, you get that feathered line weight kind of thing. Um, and you avoid this sketchy thing. If you're going to try to do the sketchy thing, like keep it faint. Like if I try to do it here, it'll be like really, really light so I can construct to my line. And then if it's real faint, then you go back over it and keep it smooth. But that's kind of, these are ballpoint pen ideas. And that's why you'll get like amateur sketching that kind of falls in this area here. So, but of course you can sketch real light with a ballpoint pen and get all sorts of like shading and hatching. And then there's unique kind of lines that you can pull with ballpoint pens that you really can't do with other pens. That just lends itself. And then like when you're writing, you write, right? Like it's very well. Each stroke path is dictated by the letter, right? So that's why when writing, it's not a big deal because you're not trying to draw with it. You're not trying to draw a letter as opposed to write a letter. So if I was drawing this letter, the S, for example, going back in and trying to make it nice. And I'm doing it real quick here so it looks like poop. But you would go back in and do it nicely, So anyways, that's what's going on there. And let me flip this over real quick just so I know it doesn't stain my paper on the bottom. Here's one of my characters. Let me get this here going. Some good tips for the pen. Yes. Hello, Hannah Fair. Got the best drawing I've ever seen. Well, thank you. That's kind of you to say. Appreciate it. Muchos apreciados. Just getting in a little 30-minute quick session. I did have this sketched out, and I'm trying to get it finished off. And I'm trying to use regular stick pens or ballpoint pens, as they call them. Just an ordinary pen, just so you can see what can be done with a pen. A pen. So, and this is Peter Parker Spider-Man, which costume's pretty easy once you memorize it. So no biggie. No biggie on the wiggy. So get drawing, art man. Art man draws the best Spider-Man. He's the man. Art man draws Spider-Man. Look out. Here comes the art man. Now this is a really bad tangent right here that's happening with all these lines. But it's okay. This is just a sketch. It'll look fine. It'll be fine. And we're going to get another one right here. This is kind of a weird tangent where these lines converge. But, this is red. This is blue. So hopefully the tangent will be dissolved once we drop in some shadows and shading and whatnot. Again, another kind of weird tangent line thing here. But sometimes it can't be avoided, It's Spider-Man. And it gets kind of broken up in color. But even as a black and white drawing, sometimes you want to be really clear. So I'll be going till about 6:45-ish, 6:50. And then I'll be over on the Dawn Draw Stuff channel. We'll be drawing Omega Mission. Dawn's characters over there. So if you want to come hang out after this, his channel is called Dawn Draw Stuff. And yeah, give him a like, give him a comment, say hello in the chat. Tell him you're coming from the omerglitch, who is the #1 main man. And he is greater and more powerful than the Dawn could ever be. Ha 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 ha. Let's see. It's 6:45. Yeah. Well, Sheldon. It's 5:38 to me right now. So I'm in Central Time. I'm in good old Texas. Good old Texas, the Republic of Texas. And I'm just noticing that I laid this out in 2019, so that's several years ago. Jeez, that's like 6 years ago, 5 years ago. Goodness. So sometimes I'll sketch stuff out and just leave it until I get around to inking it. Because I can sketch pretty fast, but it takes me a lot longer to ink stuff and color it. I do like to watercolor my own stuff. So over on the Dawns, I'll be working on this beautiful lady here. Her name is called Earth Mother. Earth Mother, and I'll be watercoloring this girl up over on the Dawn show with my little watercolors. Be watercoloring. Ew. Juicy colors, yeah. On Earth Mother right there. And at some point, I'll jump on here and do a mobile live and work on this Murderbot pen sketch that I've got going. Yeah, trying to work on the skull there. If you're a fan of the show Murderbot with Alexander Skarsgård, it's pretty good. It's pretty funny. It's very entertaining. So, been trying to diversify my my drawing skills with a ballpoint pen. Just because ballpoint pens are so accessible, and you can easily pick one up anywhere. They give them away for free for crying out loud. That they're a beautiful and wonderful thing. And I try to avoid using pencil a whole lot, only because the graphite smears so much, and I tend to erase it anyways after I ink stuff. And I really do like a lot of comic book type stuff. I mean, that's the main thing. Doing comic books. Thank you for all the likes, everyone. Make sure you like the show, the video here. Give me a like and a thumbs up, and appreciate all the comments and everything. And let me bust this out. My little tab here. Like, share, follow, and subscribe, please, if you would. Like, share, follow, and subscribe. This is my this is sticky notes glued to a little piece of cardboard. Sticky notes, love those things. And then, of course, you can find me all over the webs at omerglitch anywhere, or go to my website, garciadesigns.com, and check out my create-your-own indie comic character, Glitch, and all that good stuff. Of course, I'm still working on the website, so it's a little bit disarray. And hit the bell so you get notified every time I go live. And this is not the Taco Bell, this is the YouTube bell. And it's a little smudgy there because I got glue and it stained my fingerprints and but I still got to paint this and color it up. But hit the bell, not the Taco Bell, the YouTube bell. Which is appreciados. Is it hot in Texas today? Does the weather affect your drawing? Nah, it's hot. It's really hot outside. It's I'd imagine it's in the upper 90s, maybe even hit 100 today. Yeah, but I'm inside in a nice, cool air conditionado, and I would say it's a nice. What's up, Flip City? It's a nice 70. I don't know, about 76 degrees inside right now. So it's fine and dandy inside here. Woo! Omer says Flip City Magazine. Christy, good to see you. Muchos apreciados for being here. You are always appreciated, ma'am. Senorita. So I guess if Sheldon, you're in East Coast time, so your time for The studio would be 7 o'clock Eastern. Yeah, so some people ask me why I put double type of signature things. Because I want you to know who I am. I'm that important. No, no. The real reason is this that at omerglitch, if you type that into Google or any web engine, all my stuffs, all my artwork comes up, um, and where you can find me and see how cool I am. Really not how cool I am. Um, comes up, and the omerglitch exclamation mark is something I've done for a really long time. It's it, and for me, it represents. It's a little bit of a like a like a there's a word for it, like an insignia, but it's like a visual. I can't remember the exact word, but it's like a for me, it's like an insignia visualization of always wanting to have been a part of Image Comics or the idea of Image Comics. So upside down, it's the eye, the image eye. It's like a version of the image eye, and right side up, it's an exclamation mark, obviously. So it's my nod to myself that I love the Image Comics guys and Image Comics back in the day, or even now. I still like Image Comics quite a bit. Let's see. Sheldon Martin says it's if it's still on in 80 minutes, I'll be able to check it out live. I gotta go back to work now. All right, appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by, sir. I don't know if I can I highlight comments? Let me see. No, it doesn't look like I can. Let's see. What happens if I hit this button? Retouch on. No, 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 no. I don't want to do that. Go away. What does this do? Green screen? I don't want to do. Oh, done. Oh. Turn off. Turn off. Let's see. I guess that's it. I don't know. What's up, Peter, aka Pad DeLuca, in the house? We got about 10 more minutes before I have to go off to do that show with the Dawn Man, the Dawnster. Now, Peter, he's world famous. If you don't know who Peter, aka Pad, is, he's a Peter, aka DeLuca. He's world famous. He's known throughout the interwebs. He is the man, the mystery, the mythical, the eclectic one, not the Excelsior one, the eclectic one. Over on his channel, he's got like 1 million subscribers. He's an amazing human being, and I'm happy to call him my friend, Peter, aka Pad DeLuca. Um, He's the eclectic one. He's extraordinary. He's an Excelsior. He is the modern day. Should I say? Dare I say? Stan the Man Lee? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Nah. He's his own guy. He's Peter, aka Bad. He is the creator, the one and only creator of Uzi Susie. She's got guns and scoozies. He's which is an awesome character, Uzi Susie. Very cool. And I can't remember his other creations. He's got another one, two big brutes, or one big brute and a gunslinger kind of character. What are their names? What's the name of that comic? He was trying to crowdfund it, um, and I can't remember the name. So right here, I just kind of sketched out lightly where the webbing's gonna go. The webbing of the Spiderman. And I should kind of figure out what I'm going to do for the shading, which is such a pain in the booty when you're doing, trying to fill in all the shading with a ballpoint pen. It is so obnoxious. Only because you got to go in and, like, fill it in. Like, it's just, whew, it's rough. It's rough. It's rough, I tell you. Rough. It's really rough. So here's kind of my outline shape. I'm gonna shade all this in, put some hatching and some cross hatching, where's and abouts. Gotta get that cross hatching in, man. It's a thing of beauty. Now, learning cross hatching, it's a sense. It's you got to have a sense of how value and shape kind of converges around an object to kind of understand how shading and cross hatching works, right? So you got to think how the form rounds or it squares off, what's getting kind of hitting light, and of course in comics they play with that all the time, unless you're looking at like guys who are trying to be super realistic or something. But it's not perfect always in comics. It's made up, you know. It's not. Um, for the most part, I make it up, but it's usually coming from like a 12 o'clock high or general lighting. I don't try to do super hard shadows unless I'm trying to emulate a style where a lot of stuff's in silhouette, uh, which is can be very, very dramatic and really dynamic. Been looking at a lot of Dave Mazzucchelli lately. He just simplifies so many things, and it's amazing how much stuff is actually silhouetted. And I'm curious if that's an influence of Frank Miller and the Sin City style. And I've always been fascinated with the Frank Miller Sin City. I've always wanted to take some time to study it and emulate it, and so I could pull an issue or two, or even like a small, 3-story arc kind of thing, 3 issues or 6 issues of my own character Glitch, and draw it in that style. I think it'd be fun. I love the idea of playing with different styles and being someone who can emulate different styles and not necessarily stuck to one type of artistic style. I want to be a ninja, right? I want to be a, a an artist with multiple styles. I want to change things, and very much like Dave Mazzucchelli, his stuff is so diverse. He does such different styles that he's created either for himself or applies to the storytelling. Um, so like his current stuff is way more not dynamic, but it's so much more like a Pablo Picasso, and he's gone like cubistic versus what he did in Daredevil versus what he did in Batman. But he could still do all the styles. It's not like he's stuck in one. Um, it's an evolution, but it's also a repertoire that you can add to your skills, you know. And he's very much an artist uh, of that talent, of that caliber. He just kicks booty. He kicks it in the booty. So you gotta learn how to make art bend to your will, if you will. And of course, you may find you have one art style that is just a moneymaker, it just makes money and you love it and people love it. So you just keep doing it. Like J. Scott Campbell. That dude ain't ever going to change the way he does stuff because it's beautiful and people love it. People love that weird Disney style does, but it's more um, mature. I don't want to say it's adult because it's not really adult, but it has a mature sensibility because I'm not trying to connotate it to like a adult media, right? It's just like it hits that nice teenage young adult level of sensibility, and he kicks butt at doing it. So and same thing like say David Finch style, it makes money, and I'm sure he just keeps trying to get better and better. But it's a consistent style, and he's not going to change that up. And even in his painting stuff, it still looks like David Finch. It still looks like his style. So, but he is adding a new technique, a new way of seeing his art when he paints his stuff, and that's rad. So that's always cool. Let's see. No more people in the chat. Okay, Pete was our last chatter commenter. And that's appreciated. Thank you, Pete's. Muchos apreciados, Pete's. Pita Pita. Again, just trying to create my shapes because I'm going to fill all this in with the black pen here. And you gotta, this takes forever, so I'm probably not going to do it on camera. I'll probably fill it in later. I'll do a little bit here just so you can kind of get an idea of what's happening. Now, if you're unfamiliar with comics, what most comic artists will do, like if I was penciling, and even as a note for myself, as I'm kind of working on these shapes, the areas I want black, most comic book artists put a little X, and that means to fill it in with black. And just a little knowledge, just tips of the trade. Tips of the trade. I think even manga artists do this too, so they'll go in and drop in some X's as well. It's kind of universal. It's become universal. Put a little X where you want it blacked out. And I'm doing it here just so I don't forget which parts are going to be filled in. And one of the cool things with pen, though, ballpoint pen, I could have like rendered it and shaded it so it looked, modulated and rendered. I could have done stuff like this where I build it up little by little and shade it up, and then kind of and build it up just like a pencil. You could totally do that with a ballpoint pen. But I'm trying to be more graphic. I don't want to render it too much because I'm going for that comic book style. That comic book style. We love comics here. Comic books, comic books. We love comic books. Do you love comic books? I think you might love comic books. Look out. Here comes more comic books. Oh, man, I'm doing that annoying thing. Even I get annoyed. Sorry, guys. Sorry, everyone. When people start singing on their lives. It's because they're lonely and all by themselves, guys. Oh, my God. Listen to me. Pay attention to me. Oh. I want people to like me. Love me, like my channel, subscribe, share. I need attention. I need attention. I'm, of course, kidding. Although I appreciate all the attention I do get. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the comments and all the likes. Please like, share, follow, and subscribe, folks. Hit the bell so you know when I go live every time. And check out my Spiderman ballpoint pen drawing here. What time we got? I got 4 minutes before they go get mad at me. Where's Omer? Where's Omer? Oh my God. He's not here yet. The star of the show's not here. When are we going to have Omer? They just cry for me over there. They love me. They love me. So I'll be jumping over to the Dawn Show. I gotta go over there quickly, otherwise they'll get mad. Oh my God, you're streaming over me, Omer. Why? You know people love you. Nobody's gonna come watch if you're not here, Omer. Please come over here. You must come and draw on my channel and show me love. Show me love. Of course, I kid, guys. I kid. They do love me over there. I am the star of the show on Don's channel. Oh, goodness. Unless Peter's there, well, then Peter's the star with his 1 million subscribers. Go subscribe to Peter, a.k.a. DeLuca. Well, I don't suspect Peter will be going back on very, very soon, anytime soon. His his nemesis is over there. His Warner Brothers executive counterpart is over there. Oh man, too funny. Yeah, that's a reference to an old show. Peter was on, and James was talking about how he runs the board of directors over there at Warner Brothers. He tells them what to do. He's Jim Lee's boss, and Peter's like, "No, you're not. No, you're not. You think you are, but you're not. You fooled them, but you didn't fool me." Right, Peter? Something like that. I don't know. Just funny stuff. You gotta laugh at it, Pete. It's just ridiculous. Ridiculous, I tell you. Ridiculous. Oh my God, Homer, tell us how you really feel. I don't have any feelings. It's the internet. It's dumb. But you got to take people's comments. You know, the chat is the almighty. The almighty chat is the most important thing. You got to respect the chat, love the chat, hail to the chat. Muchos apreciados to the chat. And your mods, man. You got to take care of your mods. And of course, the friends you make along the way. Whether that's other artists, like the great Peter A.K. DeLuca, or Don the man draws stuff over there. You gotta love all these people. I just tease, guys. I wish them all the greatest success in the world. I want to have 1 million subscribers like Peter. Peter's got like the gold button. He doesn't have just the silver button. He's got the gold button. I want a gold Pete. Yes, so I really I'm just trying to take up dead airspace so that it's not totally boring. I have something to say about nothing. Oh, I guess I should put these in. Oh, it's 6 o'clock. It's time for me to go. I hope you enjoyed this little live stream. Just a quick little test of the good old mobile vertical live streaming. Yeah, I have a band-aid here. I cut my finger chopping some limes, and I just like literally just sliced the edge off of my finger. So I have this band-aid on for like 3 days, so my skin won't rot off and die. But thank you so much. Like, share, follow, and subscribe to the omerglitch right here. You can find all my stuff at GarciaDesigns.com, or just put an omerglitch onto the web search thingamabobber, and it'll hit me every time. Hit the bell so you know when I go live, not the Taco Bell, the YouTube bell. And my master mod always, as always, thank you, Haldir. He is the best. All right, folks, we will see you later. Thank you for stopping by, everybody. I appreciate you. Have a great day. And go check us out on, I'm going to continue drawing over on the Don Draw Stuff channel. It's at Don Draws Stuff Altogether. As his YouTube channel, I'll be on there in just a few seconds. Bye, everyone. Have a great day.